Welcome to render.camp. My name is Daniel. I hope you hear me well. Write me some blessings to the chat, and we're gonna start our today's workshop. I'm waiting for a plus. That is really extremely important to know that is everything well with our connection. Yeah, I guess everything fine. But anyway, I'm waiting for a pluses, and we will start. Today I'll show you how to work with this picture, how to make this picture in V-Ray. The most important point for us here in render.camp, that is the workflow, because using that method you can create literally every single picture in a best possible quality. So let's get started. Also, I want to ask you to write me, are you first time here or you been there? And maybe if that is your second or third time here on my workshop, write me the number, exact how many times you've been there. Or if that is your first time, write just one. It would be helpful to understand your understanding of what's going on and what I'm sharing with you. That is important. Yes, that is a live stream, so everything happening here happening live. So maybe we'll have a crash, maybe we'll have any other issues, and I'm working with real scene, real picture. That is not real project. This project exactly for workshop, and we use quite a lot of projects for education, because we believe that real projects, that is like competitions in sport, but education, that's like a training before a competition. I believe we have to have a lot of trainings, a lot of practice, theoretical, practical, never mind, but all of it, and to prepare yourself for the competition, for the real project. If you try to learn everything only based on the real project, you just improve slower. That's all. Like, can you improve with real projects only? Yes, of course, but in my personal opinion, slower. So anyway, today I'll show you how to create this picture. And I want to show you all stages right now. Of course, all of you saw the advertisement and the stages, but anyway, I want to show you right now. We will use V-Ray, but that is not a goal to show you V-Ray exactly. The goal is to show you methodology, what exactly, like step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, because my main idea in the professionalization course, in these workshops, free workshops, is one, to give you the methodology how to create pictures, not just to show how to repeat after me, how to make exactly this picture, because this picture is like one of many. But the most important thing, that tomorrow you'll go to your own project and you will have the questions. So my real goal is to show you how you can act in your real situation. So, will we use AI? Yes, definitely. Will we use post-production? Yes, definitely. Will we use lighting? Yes, definitely. Shadering? Yes, definitely. Model, you already have model in the description. If no, we will add it quite soon. In the description you'll find the model. You can have your own practice, you can repeat after me, you can do it in a different, like any render engine you want. It doesn't matter. The most important thing in architectural visualization, you have to follow in fact the most important steps. You have to build excellent model, because without it, it's like almost impossible to do like nice everything like next. I mean, if we're talking about maybe full 3D or almost full 3D. Of course, if you plan to work a lot with matte painting, that is a little bit different approach. But we are not about like deep dive into matte painting here in this workshop. So excellent model. Number 2, stage we call general feeling, and nice readiness to work with shaders, because the most important thing about shaders, you have to move from big things to small things and forget about not important shaders on the decor, and you have to work with shaders. You can't rely on the existing shaders. You can't color match, for example, different shaders which was made in for the different purposes, for different catalogs, for the different companies, no matter. For example, someone took a picture of the leaves, on one plant for one company, for one catalog, with one exposure and with one white balance, and another shader, for example, another tree with different white balance and with different color balance, or white balance, no matter. Will they color match each other? No, they don't. The same as you will place in the ready, like nice picture, random tree cutout from any catalog. Will it match to your picture? No, it won't. So the same problem with the textures. That's why you have to start work with your own shaders. Only in this case you'll get really good, high quality color matching inside your picture. Okay, well, I can describe you or explain you the steps of the workflow here. Is it important? You can say, Daniel, come on, please go quicker to the meat. Explain, show us the main topic. I will, but honestly, that is more important. We have to understand foundation, we have to understand workflow, we have to understand step-by-step system, and then we will dive into the lighting, shadering, and everything else, because lighting is over here, shadering is over here. But what is here? Discovery, project, modeling, art direction. Is it important? That is crucial, actually. So let me explain. Discovery, that is the time when we explore everything around the project. I will explain you briefly, so don't be afraid, just a couple of minutes. So before dive into the modeling, into the lighting and everything else, we have to know what exactly client expect to get at the end of our work. So for example, in a 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, never mind, or days, never mind also, what exactly client expect to get. Explanation by words, not enough, because talk about pictures, that is not enough. You should have reference, you should have brief, you have to understand the real purposes behind each image, where your client will use them, because using on mobile phone and using on the billboard, that is two completely different things. And you have to prepare your picture exactly for these. Will they use, for example, logo or any text on top of your picture or not? This picture need to be shown in some independently. For example, on the printing, anything like books, any printing materials. So that is two completely different things. And has in some impact to the composition, for example? Definitely yes, because if you need to place somewhere big logo, you need the place for these big logos. So that is part of composition. Is it important? Yes. Is it related with choosing render engine, Corona, V-Ray, or something like? No. So we have to do it. Briefly, take a picture and explore it and try to learn it. Of course, in the course, we'll learn more about it. And yes, I will promote you course, because here I can show you how to make this picture, but in the course we're working with your understanding with your understanding and practical toolkit, how to do it, not in theory, on practice. That is important, on your practice. Okay, next thing, modeling. I will say that just your model should be perfect, literally perfect. That's not mean extremely huge amount of polygons. That mean it should be really, really good. You shouldn't have mistakes. How to avoid mistakes? We have set of lessons over there. Art direction or general feeling. That is the most under value, like undervalued part of the job. That is like everything: composition, light and color composition, coloristics, composition of the frame, and of course your visual experience. Everything here, and you have to prepare that. And thanks God, it's quite quick. But if you have enough experience, we just upload new lessons about work with references and general feeling to the course. Anyway, that is that block. And then if you yeah, can I show you something? Yeah, that is that part of the work. Yeah, when the picture already looks like it will looks at the end after gray material render, you prepare this part that called general feeling. Exactly. So that is exactly how the picture will look at the end. Then shadering, and then post-production. As you can see, will we use AI? And yes, of course, all the shaders here. You have to know how to build your shaders, and animation or post-production animation all together on the 5th stage. We will learn it, we will do it, and we will do it with this picture today also. So that is the final result. Let me show you how it works. So that is post-production with AI, with everything. Is it add a lot of realism? Yes, definitely yes. You can notice the greenery, pine trees, foreground trees, some elements on the building, because AI easily add a lot of small details, which is literally difficult to add manually. But anyway, it's quicker, simpler, and way more effective to do with AI. But anyway, quite a lot of people think that AI will replace us or will do everything instead of us. Unfortunately, no. If it would be like that, if it would be so, you can try to open Midjourney, you can try to open any other tool to create picture. You can try to do that, and you will face issues immediately. So don't be afraid. That's not true that AI will or replace us, or this is just a new tool. The same as visualization, that is a tool for architect to sell their architecture, for example. So that is just a tool, but not tool instead of architects. Yeah. So that is the shaders, that is the general feeling, that is the model. So let me, in fact, that's all. We can start. So that is my model. As I said, you have access to this model in the description, link in the description. If not, we'll add it soon, no problem. Here I already upload a few plans. All of them are from Max 3. If you don't know what is this, you can Max 3, this website, and I will name you the numbers of catalogs, and you can find them easily. Unfortunately, I can't give you these models, of course, because that is license belong to other company. So but you can take different one. That is not so important. For example, in Corona they have like amazing Cosmos browser with a lot of different models, so you can use different ones. I'm used to working with Max 3. They have bigger variety of the models, so that's why I'll use them. Okay, so what do we have? We have Gruss. For Gruss, I'll use Forest Pack standard catalog. That is the tree. That is the pine tree catalog, 126. That is the same, I guess. Yeah, 26, 126. Yeah, do you see the number? Yeah? Max 3, 126. That one is, if that would be important for you, ask me in the comments. I'll text you what exactly this is. But let me show you a little closer. I remove all the shaders from all the models. We will not use ready shaders. you can do it without me. I mean, you can use shaders, standard shaders without my help. You don't need me to do that, and you will understand why it's not the best idea. Here are the same catalog max 3, 30, 31, 31st, and that is max 3 number 60, both of them. So we know all the assets. Okay, so that is my computer. For now, it's not the most powerful, but I already have over here my new computer, and on Monday I'll start new course with on it. I just have no time, unfortunately, to set it up. I have to install all the software. It will take definitely a lot of time. If you'll need, if you want to know the system setting, like not settings, the what's inside with this hardware inside, also text me in the comments, in the chat. Feel free to do that. I'll tell you the names of hardware. So I will reset all my settings, switching here to F-Storm and go back to V-Ray like that. As you can see, everything by default. I don't have any like presets or anything like that. Let me open camera, because camera here is also important. As you can see, here is default settings. I don't have any pre-installed I don't know, settings here also, so we can start finally. So, and yeah, feel free to ask me anything and write me anything in the chat. Later at the end of the workshop, I'll answer you to the questions. I'll give you my feedback, so feel free to do that. First of all, we have to understand how exactly we will first of all, we have to choose the color system we will work with. So let's go to rendering, color management, and here by default I think you use gamma workflow and 2.2. You have to switch to OCIO, this one. This is the tool to switch to ACES color management system in V-Ray. After that, you shouldn't do anything. Everything would be fine. So let me set up some lighting, and let me do the first steps in the composition. First of all, if we talking about the lighting in architectural visualization, you have to remember 3 steps you have to follow always, no matter which render engine you use. First, direct sunlight. That is the first thing you have to install. Number 2, that is the directly visible sunlight. Number 3, directly visible sky. And number 3, that is the sky which highlight shadows. Exactly in this order. That is extremely important to use exactly this methodology. So I suppose that's clear. Let's do it practically. So that is my that is my usual interface. I will render this window. Over here, I will hit this button to render exactly this one. I will remove denoiser to do everything from like completely from scratch. And I will put the sun, V-Ray sun over here. Quite usual method to highlight any architecture, 90-degree lighting. Here is a little more than 90-degree actually, but I can show you the method we can work with and do it here. Sky environment. Can we use it? Definitely we can use it. Is it the best possible way to light anything? I don't want to say it's best possible. This is just one option. Quite often people say like V-Ray or Corona Sky or F-Storm Sky, no matter faster or quicker than HDRI. That's a little bit not true. Like it's a little quicker, but not too much. but we can use it, we can don't. That is not so important for us. The most important thing, you have to separate directly visible sky and sky which highlight shadows. It shouldn't be one single system in your head. You have to separate them and work separately with them. That is important. Can I use them? For example, yes, one more time. It doesn't matter for now. Let me open the render engine. Let me open the virtual frame buffer. I will not use history, so I will remove it. I can make it a little smaller, and I can immediately start rendering process. Okay. Let me add here exposure. Let me show you something really important. When you work with that color management system I showed you here, yeah, this one, you have to be sure that here display color correction already also switch to OCI, or you shouldn't touch the exposure because that is display only for this preview, and you have to hit this button save image. So all these settings will apply to the image you will save. That's why many people face the issues when they save pictures and they looks differently. Yeah, I think they forgot to hit this checkbox, or maybe some different problems with color management, but have no idea. So we have to add some camera sun angle over here and find the best sun position. We do not choosing the lighting system right now. One more time, the most important thing is to find the sun direction, and I need to highlight the building. And most of 3D artists will say yes, I need, because that is the most important object in the frame, so I have to highlight it. Yes and no. That is the most obvious thing, and sometimes it's really difficult to make the most important hero of the shot too obvious. Like everything would be too aggressively direct to the main building. And is it good for us? I don't think that is good. I think that is just one of possible ideas. And I already had the workshop when I showed you the lighting when the most important objects in the shadow. That was around 1 year ago, and today I'll do like more or less the same. Yeah, so it would be in shadow. But so why you telling me that, you may ask me, Daniel? So the answer is the main hero object shouldn't be in the most intense contrast. That is not true. The true is the most important object have to be in the most comfortable exposure level. Yeah, so it should be like nicely visible. Everything behind can be overbrighted. Everything on the foreground can be in the darkness. Of course not. I'm not talking about completely white, completely black. No, it should be. You have to be smart enough. Yeah, but the most comfortable to watch, to see, to recognize object should be the main object. Yeah, comfortable to see. So we can use in fact exposure. Yeah, so right now exposure level is way more comfortable to see this building. Another thing, what is the shader? Yeah, because right now that is default shader, and default shader means some level of brightness. Yeah, For example, to be able to work with highlights a little later, we have to make it a little darker, because 180, that is almost, that is not almost, that is white shader. Yeah. So in fact, we have to make it like that. Is it natural? Is it realistic? Not so. So we have to make it little darker from scratch. So from start. So we can set exposure to default settings and make it little shader, make it darker. Yeah. For example, like this. And we have to match more or less this color, or better to say tone. Yeah. With this color, because in this case we will be able to make it lighter, the same as here, and it will become lighter here, and we can make it darker. Yeah, like this. Don't play with the thought that this is just a texture. This is not or texture or color of the object. No, that is all the things at the same moment. That is the place for highlights, for example. Yeah. So because highlights should be brighter than whitest shader with a direct lighting to it. For example, you have white paper. The sun lights to white paper. Yeah. So it's intensely lighted. What should be brighter? Lighted white paper or the light source. Of course, light source should be lighter. Yeah. So we have to place in RGB from 0 to 255 to find the place for highlights. And for example, I can tell you even more. For example, clouds on the sky. What should be brighter? White paper, clouds on the sky, or the highlights, or like light source? Sun, for example. Of course, first sun, then clouds, and then white paper. So white paper have to be like way darker than light source. And the same with the shadows. Yeah, dark objects in the shadows should be depending on the lighting. Yeah, so we have to be able to highlight a black object and get the feeling that is the black object in the shadow, in the lighting, and this is the shadow behind the black object in the scene, in the shadow. So we have to have this gradient. Yeah, that is important. So just know that and try to implement it in your work. Another feature, really important feature. Quite often when we work with the gray material, we forget about extremely important thing. The sun shines from the sky, from top. So what the brightest object would be? Floor, like horizontal surfaces. So they like almost immediately have to be darker, little darker, because if we will keep it like that, if you can, as you can see right now, the building is quite dark, but the floor is like way brighter. But the harmonious picture should look like that when the horizontal surfaces not over brighted, so they should be darker. Yeah, that is extremely important. So one more time, we're here not to show you the numbers you have to follow. We are here to explain what's going on here on the display. Okay. And the next thing, you will never have face a situation when you have like lack of color, and lack of reflections. So extremely important to have some color. Depending on your ideas, your color situation, you have to add any color to your scene. It could be intense like this one. It could be a little bit yellow. All depends on your workflow. But forget about gray material renders. Gray material renders do not provide the final motion. Yeah, I want to show you the example. For example, when you work with, I'm sure you had this situation when your scene with the gray material lighting was nice, but after applying shaders, it become not so nice. Yeah, why that happening? Exactly because here is no any color composition. Yeah, you had only light and shadow composition, so they have to work together. That's what we're doing right now, immediately from start, because we have to juggling with three things: composition, color composition, light and shadow composition, color composition. Yeah, one more time: composition, light and shadow composition, color composition. Only together, that is real composition. Okay, so I suppose that's clear. Okay, so that is the color and reflection. Reflection have to be everywhere from scratch, so from start. So use roughness. We will use roughness instead of glossiness, the same as in V-Ray and AppStorm, in many in Unreal Engine, I guess. Yeah, so everywhere is the same, because no any material in the real world without reflections, no any. So in the material world, of course, we can imagine like black hole or something like that. We don't talk about this type of materials. Okay, so let me play with that. I will not use this exposure as long as I can, because I want to have like possibility to adjust it at the end of the work. So I will work with the camera. It doesn't matter actually where exactly you will adjust it. Just for me, it would be more comfortable to work with foundation of exposure and then be able to adjust it a little here. Yeah. So shutter speed, I don't know, 50, maybe 30. Let it be like that. Yeah, only one thing is important, just to compare this color or this color with this picture. Is it should be brighter, lighter, darker? Let's say 50. Yeah, so more or less this color is here. So okay. Then I have to come back to the composition. What is composition? Composition, that is position of objects in the frame, not the camera in the scene. You shouldn't build the whole world and then looking for a place of the camera. No, you have to choose the hero of every shot in your project, relying on the discovery phase and client brief, and then you have to place camera more or less in the places where it should be, and then place objects regarding on these camera goals. Yeah, that is the thing. I will start with the background, because I know the positions of the background. I want to just place trees in their positions. I will use some distances. I will never place trees too close to each other. I will place it over here just to hide the horizon line, because I don't want to work with many different trees and scatter a lot, just to save some time. Yeah, I'll do like that. It would be enough. If that would be not enough, I'll place another one for this shot, because that is enough for this shot. If I need to build only one shot, I will not build the whole world one more time. Okay, and I'm gonna place there some pine tree, just because I have pine trees, and why not to place it in the background? Yeah, that's clear reason. Okay, I think it shouldn't be aligned with. Yeah, I'll do like that. Cool. Then on the foreground, I have that tree next to the building. Not too close, not too far. Like that. Why not? Let me make it a little smaller. Okay, like that. And let me duplicate. Let me rotate that one just to make it not so similar to another one. Yep. And I'll place it on the foreground, and on the foreground I want to have exactly pine tree. So yeah, in that case I'll place it on the right side. Something like that. Maybe I'll find some. Yeah, I want to see the branch. It would be nice even for AI to, yeah. And as you can see here, I have the foreground branch and background branch and perspective, so that is like a better than flat layers. What is this? That is smaller plants. No, I always move from big to small, so yep. Here I want to add another one. And that is the answer, another answer, maybe better to say, why we have to work with references, like not only in this project, in every project. Because references will teach you composition you like. Composition, maybe better to say composition you feel. Yeah. And you have to find the composition you feel. It will improve your visual experience, and because work with the things, compositional ideas, compositional ideas you like, it's more useful than with compositions like just somebody told you to do. So that's not bad. I think I'll need to copy trees to get some shadows, but I will use, as I remember, I used that plants on the foreground just to get some foreground information. Not bad, but I think I have to place it a little higher. I don't want to make it bigger. Yeah, I want to just make it higher. Yeah, like that. Trunk. What about trunk? No, I don't want to have any trunk on the foreground. Just like that. I do not afraid to cover the sky. It's completely fine because I'll have a lot of holes here. I might need to have trunk. I don't think so. Yeah, it would be nice like that. On the right, oh, not on the right. So on the right side, I'll and on the right side and on the foreground also, I want to place some tree really close to the camera. I will put it here, yeah, because I want to have some objects in the deep depth, in the really intense depths of field. Why that is important? Because that is like a part of optics, part of the optics that is extremely important feature. That is depth of field, motion blur, aerial perspective, vignette, bokeh, everything around real lens. That is good for realism, for realistic looking pictures. So and to have depth of field, I need foreground objects, yeah, to blur them. So that's why I place that object so close to camera. And of course, I have to turn on depth of field here. Where is it? Over here. That is the camera I used in my original scene for this workshop. So here is already I already have here depth of field, so it's here. What's next? Next thing is I'm not sure that is enough over there. I need to place there some another tree to hide the bright spots. So let me. I want to find that. Is it a good idea? Maybe. I don't like the shape because it's it should works like vignette, but now it works some as a different thing. So And maybe like that, it would be also nice. Oh, on the foreground. Oh, maybe better. You know what? Maybe better to place it on the foreground. Yeah, that would be definitely better. And I will move it down, and I will get some branches on the foreground also, which is nice. Yeah. Yeah, and I will cover the background also, which is also nice. Um, so looks good. Only one thing I think is over here is not enough. No, okay, let's keep it like that. Um, okay, so this plant, I'm going to put it over there in the middle. I don't want to cover the main entrance that is here, but anyway, I want to add some extra detailization here. Yeah, they can build the composition over here, which is also fine. And where's my, yeah, that is my tree. I will use only one. Of course, if you'll use a few, like a few different, like, or bushes, it would be better. Here we have like some terrace, so I'll place them on the ground. And I will scatter them manually. I know a lot of 3D artists love to do everything automatically with different features, with the scatters, with objects. With objects, I have not too many items. I can do it manually, and I will do it manually. Yeah, because in this case I can build nicer composition for each frame. Yeah, you may ask me, Daniel, what about you have 10 frames per frames in a project? That's okay. You have to do the same for each, because each of your frame, the goal is to deliver to the client the better pictures. Yeah, not just to render faster, because what you'll get if you'll render faster? You'll get faster render. Is it mean you'll finish project quicker? No. That mean that you'll just get first like render. Is it enough to finish project? Definitely no. For your client, it doesn't matter how quick you render or how quick you scatter plants. For your client, important is to have amazing picture. And if you'll deliver amazing picture quick, that means you maybe probably will finish project quick. Maybe not. All depend on you, on your taste, and of course responsibility. You have to be responsible enough to promise to your client deliver the result. Okay, here we have line for the bushes. Let me remove visual background. Gradient, yeah, it would be better. So where's my forest pack? Yeah, I know we have problems with the website. It will fix. I think it will fix just in a minute, because our developer told us 1 hour 45 minutes ago, just a couple of minutes before workshop starts. So yeah, we'll fix it quite quick. Okay, so distribution, let's say full, but it doesn't matter because right now we have to use not surface. Where is it? Camera item distribution mode image. Where is it? Always areas now. Okay, let me open all of them. Geometry. Yeah, let me add geometry both. Oh, okay. Yep. Geometry. Areas. Distribution. Where is that feature? Distribution items, editor, custom, no. Come on. Yeah, of course. Okay. I have to add that path. Yeah, perfect. And then I can do like that. Am I need to check the distance between them? I don't think so. Maybe better switch display to box. No, maybe point cloud. Yeah, to see them. Yeah, it would be better. Okay, and actually I want to move them a little down because let me show you something. Yeah, I suppose you see the point clouds here. Yeah, and we have some distance. Yeah, over here. Is it natural? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, but now I want to make them a little lower. -20, -20. Constantly. Okay, perfect. And the last thing is the crest. So I will use force bug. Let me add it here. Cool. I will use, where is my geometry library? That is standard library elements, low layered loans. I will use grass base layer 2, which is quite good. Rescale the xref. Okay. Perfect. In most cases, I try to change the colors here because that is too bright colors. They can broke my color feeling or feeling of colors. Yeah, and here also I have to apply the same shader to the forest library. Yeah, over here. In most cases, I'll need to make them darker, but we will come back to this later. And that is the starting point when we can come back to the lighting, because before that, it was extremely unnecessary to render anything. Oh, no, not Corona. Okay, so that is still default shader on the grass. I have to change this. So let me switch it here. That's because geometry, it has material. So here I will clear it and it would be fine right now. Should be. No? Yes? Yeah. Perfect. So one more time. Here we have shader, and this shader looks like, okay, maybe not completely the same, but anyway, we can try to work with lighting. And the lighting over here. I don't want to scatter a lot of plants, but I want to get shadows here because right now, obviously, we don't have a lighting from that side. And scene thing the light should come from that side, yeah, but it shouldn't. That's why I'll block that lighting somehow. And of course, the lighter shader, the more light it reflects. So the color of the shader, of course, matters. Yeah. The same is over here. Okay, maybe a little bit over here. Yeah, so as you can see, the picture, and especially foreground, become a little darker. Is it good or not? This is not good. This is not bad. This is just a tool. If you need it, use it. If you don't use it. All depend on your taste, situation, and everything like that. So the picture is quite dark right now. Of course, I understand it. And actually, I want to get some, when I have a lot of greenery, the nice idea to have a lot of translucency. So I can find the sun position when I'll have lighting on the bushes here. In this case, it would be nicer. Just free way to get nicer picture. Yeah, and the light and shadow composition also looks nice. We have foreground shadows on the foreground. We have we don't see a lot of holes in between trees over here. Yes, we have something, but we can close it with another, like let's call it limiter, and place there some picture with the forest, with a, I don't know. I'm sure. I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about. Yeah? Okay, so now it's not bad. Yeah, why it's not bad? Because we build the composition relying on the compositional rules. Of course, like I know them. It's a little bit difficult to tell you all of them in one lesson. But anyway, one more time, welcome to render.camp. Professional visualization course. So this shader looks actually not bad. Let me add the camera and make it a little lighter. Let's make it 30 again. Yeah. No, that is too. Let's say 40. Yeah, 40 is a little better. And I actually can add immediately change material map type, subsurface scattering, because most of the surfaces I see here will have some amount of translucency. So I can go to the V-Ray, two-sided MTL, keep all material as submaterial, yeah, and automatically this material will be applied to the whole objects. Is it good? That is not good. That is not bad. That is just a tool. Yeah. Obviously, it becomes too bright. You can reduce it with translucency because the brighter this the brighter this color, the more translucency we have. Obviously, it's not bad, and we can adjust this shader whatever we need. We can make it colder. Actually, I want to make it colder. Yeah, like that. So we already started see not bad looking picture. Yeah. So on the foreground, I have this exposure, which is quite nice. Am I need to get bigger difference between shadows and highlight? I don't know. Maybe you can try, for example, if it would be too much, you can reduce it. Actually, I like it. It feels more like sunny day, sunny feeling, sunny summer day, which is quite good. Exposure, translucency also looks nice, so why not to continue use it? Yeah, foreground subsurface depth of field also looks nice. So voila, composition is not bad. Guys, I want to explain you one important thing. I'm trying to explain you every single step I do. Of course, I can't tell you all the possible information from my head, but I try to share with you the most important checkpoints. Of course, in your personal situation, it could the details could be different, but when you will practice this method, and when I practice this method without explanation, without lecture, yeah, it is way quicker. For example, all the things I made right now, I suppose you understand it, yeah. You can do in I don't know, 10 minutes. Okay, maybe with planting objects, placing trees, maybe 20 minutes. Yeah, but we have to learn first. We have to talk about everything to build a strong foundation for your real project. And then when you'll go to your practice, you will know what to do. So please be passionate about it. That is important. Okay, so the picture looks nice, and we have to find the next shader, I think. No, not next shader. We have to finish with the color composition, with the light and shadow composition. So the sun is here. Actually, shadows also looks nice, so we have to replace the visible sky, and let's do it. Of course, right now it's white, which is quite normal. It should be lighter than everything. Like, in fact, sky, that is light source, so it should be lighter than any object in the scene. That is important. But anyway, we have to add dome light and place it here, and we will make it just like visible sky. It won't be the real light source. It would be just a, let's say, background. Cast shadows, effect diffuse, maybe no, effect diffuse. I will just not turn off invisible. Yeah, so if I will turn on invisible, that in fact right now it doesn't work at all. Yeah, no any difference. I will turn it on, turn it off, no any difference. So if I will turn off invisible checkbox, it will be visible. Yeah, and I'll be able to apply here some HDRI map, which is way better than sky for the sky. V-Ray bitmap, desktop. Here I have folder with all textures I used in the over here, and that is the map I used for this workshop. Where I took it, I took it in the HDRI.heaven.com. That is free source, and that is this map. I use it quite often. That is amazing, amazingly looking HDRIs. So use them. That is for free. That is also free website with textures also. Okay, I will add here general color correction, just because in most cases I will need to adjust color correction for the visible background. Yeah. Why don't you use Corona? I use Corona. I use V-Ray, I use F-Storm. I use many different tools. That is a nice topic to discuss, because like quite often many people stuck in one render engine and limited by one render engine. Is it better or not, or better good? That is just a limit, like a use all your life one car. That's like, maybe, I don't know, Toyota, not the like really good car. Yeah. Is it true? Yes, that is true. But is it like only one car to try for a whole life? I think that's not enough. It's interesting to use different software and to have different experience. I don't want to have a lot of clouds. I just want to have some. Yeah. maybe like that. 60 was a little more interesting, yeah. Maybe 50. That's one is nice, but 60 was better, I think. Yeah, I like it, so it's perfect to keep it. What I want to do, I want to add a little bit of saturation. I want to add some little more intense, because the background, I can add color balance. No. Reset. Where is saturation? I just want to remove hue saturation. Saturation. I just want to be sure that my visible background lighter than everything else. That is the goal. 30. Yeah, that's better. I can even make my exposure a little lower to be able to make background brighter. Yeah. So here I see something, and that is enough. We shouldn't see like a skies like the most important object in the frame. No, as you can see, even saturation right now is too intense. Yeah. So like that. Yeah, I believe that is natural, cool. As you can see, I do not add any contrast, any LUT, anything like that. I'm working with the most natural colors as I can. Lighting, second part of composition looks good. So first part of composition was object position in the frame. Number 2 was light and shadow composition with colors, but we set up everything with one shader. It can be lack of colors, and now we have to switch to shaders. Actually, I think, oh, not shaders, color composition. I want to make it a little darker and little darker and maybe a little brighter background. Yeah, I want to get this little more intense difference over here. In this case, it would be, I don't want to say better. It would be just a, it will give me a little different result. I want to make it a little darker translucency. What I'm doing, I'm balancing picture. Yeah. Cool. Right now is good. So the next thing is to apply some color to the building, because it will be obviously different color. Yeah. So let me select whole the building together with I don't know, floors, with windows, with everything. Yeah, and I will apply new shader. Is that important to apply the same? Yes, because I don't want to create shader from scratch. I want to modify the shader I have. Why that is it important? Yes. Why that is important? Because colors we have, that is not just a colors. That is parts of composition. And sometimes to make something, for example, orange, for example, building, it shouldn't be like orange. It should be more orange than shader we have. Yeah, so a little closer to the orange side. And if that is like not so big object, it would be enough to keep it like that. Maybe sometimes. Yeah, and play with the saturation value, whatever you want. Even the color should should have two parallel options. It should look nice as a part of color composition, so it should color match with everything around, and it should look like the original material in the reality. For example, if that is a brick, it should look like a possible to be brick color. Yeah, more or less. Can it be like that? Like old brick, maybe a little more red, maybe a little less saturated. No, So it still looks good with the overall composition. Is it the color we will choose as an independent color for the building? Definitely no. We will make it way more saturated, but for this composition right now, it looks not bad. So that is the thing. Okay, am I need to do anything with this shader? Actually, no. What the next thing? As quick as I can, I will start adding next shaders. What is the next shader I can add? Immediately, gloss. That's why we have to prepare layers of the model. Just one hit over here. Where's my... Looks like I hide it. No. Windows. No. Oh, over here, glass. Yeah, it's always in the independent layer. Why? Exactly to add new shader. Yeah, and I will select it and apply. Diffuse value 1, roughness more or less like that. Quite often people add like maximum amount of reflection, and the windows looks like that. Is it realistic? No, at all. It should have some level of reflection, definitely yes, but is it should be 100%? Not so. Like that. Can I add a little more? Yes, I can, but am I needed? I don't think. I want to attract a little more attention to the windows. I think that is already too much. Yeah, like that it would be good. Okay, next thing, windows. Where's my windows? They should be white. Okay, so I will duplicate the shader again. And I can update this one because... And I will apply this shader, copy of the shader to the windows, and I will work with saturation independently. I'm not work with this area, with this area, exactly, only this area, always. And I'm gonna make it lighter. I can even make, I don't know, like select some region to work with. Looks like some of them not selected. Anyway, the most people will do like that. Is that white windows? Yes, let's make them white. No, you have to have some piece of color in every single shader, always. That's how make your picture realistic, because they should be cohesive. That is important. Yeah, is it looks white? Yes, it looks white. But is it white? No, it is not. But you may say, but Daniel, in the reality, blah, 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 blah. Is in reality, you can create disgusting pictures easily. Just using your phone. You can go outside and take a picture of your house, and it would be not sellable. Your pictures shouldn't be not sellable. You have to deliver to your client amazing pictures. And for that, they should be cohesive. That is the rule. Okay. Next thing is the, I even don't know the name of these elements. Wood detail. Okay, wood detail. They should be more or less dark gray. So I will add the copy of the same shader to these elements, and I will make them darker and less saturated. Maybe a little more reflective, no? Okay, looks not bad. I think I have to render a bigger piece. Now, here is some windows. I think I have to apply the same shader also. Okay, doors. So that is not a windows, that is doors, and they should be also white or white. Yeah, these doors should be black in my project, but actually I can do them also white. That is not a big deal for me right now. But the whole building right now is too boring. The boring color. Yeah, so I want to make it a little more lighter, a little more saturated, because in the composition I've got right now, it's not the best uh, particle. Is it better? Yeah, a little bit better. I'm not sure about the intensity of saturation. Yeah, I think that would be better. Okay, what about metal elements? They should be in the specific uh, layer. Yeah, over here, I'm going to apply some black or dark shader. So let's make it darker, maybe less saturated, and the roughness like 0.2, and anisotropy a little, maybe reflection a little more intense. Okay, that is that one. Am I need to make it darker? Yes, a little less saturated. Okay, guys, are you sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and are like, if you like the workshops I run for you, please write some comment in the description, and to make it like to make it fair, please write in the comments what you want to see in the next workshops. It would be useful for both of us. We will get some comment in the comment section because we needed to share information about us, and we will get your opinion what we have to record for you next time. Okay. So that is a little better. The methods of color correction we use called ACES. This color correction, I want to remind you, the color management ACES, yeah, this one, block highlights. But highlights is the natural way to get, that is the natural part of optics, yeah? So we should have it. And how to add it? The simplest way, in fact, a lot of different ways to do that, but the simplest, in my personal opinion, that is just to move. Hang on. Yeah, cool. I really like it, but it's not enough to in this case, the yellow color is too yellow over here. It should be a little more gray, yeah? Of course, I see it compress a lot, and this is just a tool which helped me. Oh. Delete point and Bezier also. Maybe let's make it shorter. Yeah, in this case, highlights way more, looking way more natural. Yeah. So let me compare with and without it. Yeah. Okay. This shader, the main shader, one of them. Okay, a little darker, maybe a little more red, no? So now it looks a little more natural as a as an ancient building. Okay, deco simple. Please write in the comment section. It would be really helpful for you. Just copy these text. It could be really good. Yeah. Thank you, sir. So what's next? In fact, the general fitting is almost ready. Only thing we can apply, that is the trunks. They shouldn't be green. Of course, they should be like a real trunk. So we can do it easily. And I definitely have to save my file because right now we easily can get crash. 5. Okay, perfect. So let me create new file. Trees. Okay, perfect. Materials, general, and multi-sub object. That element on my PC quite often give me a crash, but not now, which is thank you, thankful. Oh no, usually the trunk on the plants is has ID 1, 2, and maybe sometimes 3. So I will start applying leaves from second ID to all of them like that, and I will take this shader. Oh, that is metal. That shader. Duplicate it, of course, because I'm almost sure I will adjust it. And I will apply it to these and maybe others plants. Yeah. So as you can see, leaves or pines are green and the trunk are brown, which is quite good. I want to be sure that I apply is that black because of the amount of default. Oh, here is the trunk, the branches, which should be also okay, also brown. Yeah, and I can apply it to most of trees. You have to be careful because sometimes third ID that is already leaves. Yeah, so it depends on the situation. So check your model, but here's everything fine. I can apply it over there. Okay, so let me render this picture and check the color composition in here. Okay, looks fine. Looks fine. Probably yes. I can even start with the shadering with this object and apply some bump. For example, here, for example, V-ray, for example, V-ray normal map over here. And I will apply normal bump, V-ray bitmap. Where's my workshop folder? Over here, and I will use that one. The name of this file is woodbarkpine1. Where to get it? Textures.com, bark. I think that's one. Pine bark number 1. That's all. They have some free maps. For some you have to pay. You have to be ready to pay for some assets. That is normal, I suppose. That's clear. Okay, and I will add intensity here. I don't know the exact intensity or numbers. One more time. I don't want to tell you the numbers you have to repeat after me. I want to just give you the mindset or but I really like trunks and composition, but in my opinion that is too bright. Yeah. So let me make it them darker. Oh, that is the good question. Is ECO better than Gamma workflow? It's easier to work, just easier. And for architectural visualization, I would say, like to simple answer, yes, it's better. But I don't want to be so simple. Yeah, I don't want to give so simple answers because that is the tool. Yeah, you can use this tool, you can use another tool depending on the goal. And in this workshop, for example, I showed this method, how to use this method and how to get pictures using that method. Of course, you can use different gamma settings, but in a different way. If you'll use if you'll use gamma 2.2, you will need to think how to avoid highlight compressions. Is it a big issue? No, that is not a big issue. You have a tool for it, and you can easily remove your highlights over here. But like that is the tool, like a screwdriver. Yeah, is it good or bad? This is just a screwdriver. That's not a bad or good. Here are the same. So I really like it. Looks really good. The whole picture looks good. Trunks looks really good. I like them. So let me work with a few shaders. We want to work with, here is directly visible plant. And I think I have to apply trunk. Okay, so it's perfect. Then let me do a few shaders I really want to apply. And I want to work with random shaders and textures, colors on the tiles. And I want to work with bricks. That is the two important things I want to show you. So let's start with a roof. Let's create new folder, roof, because that's interesting. Of course, you will, in real projects, you will need to work with many shaders, but I want to show you the most interesting areas of the picture. And here I'll use general multi-texture, I guess. Yeah, I think it would be okay. I will, thank you. No, that's why I have to duplicate it and apply new one. Okay, perfect. Use color, of course. And here I have gamma and random gamma, so I can make it, for example, darker. I can make it darker here. It doesn't matter, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't matter where exactly. Am I applied it here? Looks like, oh, that is like a shadows, no? Why it's so dark? Maybe that's because of the shadow, yeah? Looks a little weird. Yeah, there's the same color as shadow here, so. Let me make gum a little darker. Let me find the, so I have to make it higher to make it darker. Nice. Okay, so 1.3. Yeah, no, 1.15. Yes. and random. For example, 0.1. And I'll get some random. Maybe it would be enough, maybe not, I don't know. But let me find the okay, cool. So I've got the number of random. They should be a little darker overall. Color should be a little darker. Okay, so 1.6, which is definitely not bad, and it looks a little better here. What about, and yeah, I have to apply material by element random distribution, for example, I don't know, 16. You have to get 16 different colors, for example. Yeah, it would be more natural. Here the same. I can check them. Maybe it's too dark. Yeah, it's a little bit too dark. So let me apply it 1.4. I think 1.4 it would be a little more natural. Okay, so the brick. The brick I'll apply. No, I will start not with the brick. Okay, let's start with the common brick. It's quite big, so yeah. And as you saw that I applied some usual box mapping, nothing difficult to all of them. I don't need smooth, that it just was a test. And everywhere quite similar. I will create new brick. And I will create new shader. I will apply it. Diffuse, V-Ray bitmap. Here we have a few different maps. Where I found them? I found them on the textures.com. We can use literally every of them. I think this one would be the best, just because it looks like more or less ancient, because this brick looks like new brick, not the best quality new brick, but that one looks like something really historical. Yeah, so only one of them looks like something historical, so that's the effect I want to get. So I think that would be nice idea. It might be not the best idea, I mean. The size, of course, that is definitely too big, and the UV, maybe I use the different map. Delete, and delete. Let me apply one. Here I have that line. I want to remove it, of course. I'll do it quite easy. Crop, preview, and I will remove it here like that. Definitely not bad. Okay, so is it good or not? Not bad, but here I see some issues with crop. Actually, from that distance, it would be not the biggest problem we face. Yeah, but maybe I'll find the place where it would be a little better, a little less visible. And here is also, oh, that is still. Can we improve? Can we use, for example, seamless texture? Yes, we can, but in my personal opinion, using seamless texture, that is more limit than advantage. Oh, that is that lines I wanna remove. So because using seamless textures limit us a lot. Come on. Okay. Let me use more or less normal size of them. Oh, box. I have to start with something. 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Okay, obviously shorter, maybe a little longer. In most cases, I will need to align the windows and the doors and everything with, where's my box? With the texture. Just like that. Is it should be everywhere? As much as you can. For example, here. Yeah, so here and here we don't see the bottom part. Here is good, here is good, and here is good. So that is like enough. It's way better if the half of the brick will touch the window, which is completely not possible. And here, I will not work with all of them because I already have unwrap. I already done unwrap on this geometry to apply another brick. But I want to give you the tool how to do it. For example, on this, let me convert it to editable poly. Let me detach that element. Detach. Okay. Or you need to know how to unwrap it. Yes, unwrap that is quite intense tool. So I will apply just. Let me apply this brick just to see the texture. Yeah. So that is like some planar default mapping, which mean here is no mapping. Yeah. I can open unwrap, open UV editor, open. Yeah. Cool. And I have to break it somewhere. Where I'll break them? In the places where I didn't see. Open UV editor. Over here. And over here, right mouse button, break. Cool. After that, I can try to automatically peel them. Like that. Yeah. Is it good or bad? Let's say it's better. Yeah. So, but anyway, the bricks should be like vertical or horizontal or something like that. So what we have to do, we have to just rotate, map, and we have to align that lines. How to do it? Quite easy. We have to hit this button and then ring like that and hold this and use that function. Here the same. Loop and ring and hold this button and select this one. Okay, so as you can see, texture is texture follow the geometry from scratch. That is fine. We have to do the same over here. Ring. Oh. The problem is I can't do it fully automatically, so I have to do it a little bit manually. Please, I love all your workshop and I'm waiting for your next live. Next live will be on summer, because we will start course next Monday, and I will be able to run a workshop only when I'll finish the course. So welcome to Professional Visualization course. I'll be dedicated to the course mates, something like that. So more or less in that way. Ring, and here the same. Hit this button. Perfect. This one, loop. Hit this button. More or less good. Yeah, I can move them if you need it. Okay, and of course proportions also important, but I will worry about proportions a little later. Okay, let me select this one, select this one, the same here. Of course, it's easier to make one and just duplicate it. Ring, loop, or loop then ring, it doesn't matter. Yeah, like that. Okay, so cool. And after that, obviously I'll need to rotate them 90-degree. Yeah, like that. Okay, perfect. But it's obviously both of them obviously straight, so I have to change proportions. Make them bigger, smaller. No, that is too straight. Okay, that's good, but I don't think that one is correct. Direction here should be different. And of course, we have to match it with original one with the texture on the wall. Oh, so that one obviously should be a little bigger. So the size, the projection should be obviously smaller, just like that, yeah? And that one also should be a little bigger, just like that. Okay. All that elements select similar have to have some metal shader. And all the columns, actually all the columns has mapping. I made it in the same way. As you can see, it also should be straight, but the method the same. I already applied there the map. I just have to straighten it and get more or less proper proportions of the bricks. I like that. Okay. What is this? Select similar, I think. Oh, that is the floor. Let me apply also some metal. Of course, inside interior shouldn't be black, but I suppose I will not see it at all. But so let me check. I think the texture will be too contrast for the picture, but we have some features to So first of all, it's too bright, and second point is to to contrast. So we have a tool for that to improve that. First of all, we have to fix no grammar, and then we have to add there general color correction. Keyboard map, submap. Cool. I think it'd have to be a little more yellow because right now it looks too, I don't know, purple. More or less, yes, but it should be darker, like 0.5. I don't know the numbers. I just set up the picture. Yeah, so that is the color was good, so it should be more or less similar to it. Let's say 75, maybe half of it, half of this color correction. Yeah, and color is too yellow, obviously. So let me take like 8, almost half of it. That was 14, now it's... So now it looks like even not so old castle, which is quite fine. I guess for the real project you saw in the advertisement, I used different map, but it doesn't matter actually. I definitely want to have smaller, like less intense visibility of texture. That's why I'll mix it with texture. Yeah, like that. And as you can see, it become more natural. That's why we have, like, in fact, we have to mix textures with the shader. That is obvious. I will not do the same over here. It's easier than on the arcs. You can apply the same shader here. Only one thing I want to do, that is the tile, and I think the scale of the bricks should be smaller because right now it's obvious they're too big here. So I will make them smaller, and I suppose that would be enough tiling, maybe 1.5. So immediately building become like it become looks bigger, which is good. Yeah, which is really good. So another thing, the color. I think arcs should be a little different. So let me duplicate this. I'm going to apply another shader to the arcs to make them a little more. I can start with saturation. It should be darker, obviously. Yeah, 65 or 6, 0.6. I want to get them more and more red, yeah? So let's say 4. Let's say 4 here too. Oh, that is not only texture applied here, that is also color, so we can change color too. Maybe just a little saturation, maybe 20 here, and maybe a little darker. Yeah, it becomes a little more visible. Yeah. So the method is here. I want to show you another useful feature of the V-Ray. Of course, we can apply maps to the leaves. We can apply bump to the leaves, etc., etc. And we will work with this. We can work with this. I will not do that because it will take a lot of time. I mean, a lot of time. It will take like 30 minutes to replace all the leaves in fact in two different plants, yeah, because we have quite the same pines from the same collection and the tree over here. So in fact we have to create two, maybe three shaders, yeah. Trunk shader, in fact we already have it. We can even add it, yeah. We can create diffuse trunk shader, and that would be like enough. I can even give you the trick how to make trunk shader a little better. Let me show you some secret. I think I never showed you that. We apply this secret to most of trunks and it looks way better, way more realistic and easy to do. It's easy to do. 0 point or dot 0.5. Too dark, yeah? No? Just read it a little. Let's say 0.6. Will give more life. I think people or animals in this frame would give more life to this villa. It depends. Am I need add people? Like, no. The clear answer, the direct answer, no. People will not add life. People will add people. Just that. Usually, like, you have to understand, if you want to add people, your brain works in that way. Your brain recognize shapes and faces instinctively. If you will add people or animals, you will change the focus from architecture to the people. So to build that composition and to do it nice and from the first try, you have to add people when you start working with composition, with the object position, and you have to add people, and you will set up your lighting and light and shadow composition and attention of the frame from the like, because when we set up the lighting for the scene, there was a goal to show the architecture, and architecture was the hero of the shot. If you'll add people, the hero will be the most important object in the frame, and that means they will attract more attention than architecture. So all composition you already built will be broken. So no, that is not a good idea at the moment. If you need to add people or animals, do that in the beginning. Differ according the camera point of view reflection or refraction. Does glass deep? That is a little more technical question. Let me answer it a little later. So anyway, let's imagine we finished with this. The only thing I want to do, just no, that's okay. So let me render it. Let me start render. Usually we render 5K, of course, but I don't have time, of course, to render 5K, so I'll reduce it to 2K. I will add denoiser, to the scene. I have to check it. Yeah, default AI denoiser, no NVIDIA AI denoiser, and I will start 2K render I will start 2K render. So let me, it will render and I will show you what I'll do in the post-production. I will not create whole post-production, but I will explain you what I usually do step by step. So that is my picture we will get. As you can see, this picture a little more cold, a little colder. And yes, obviously I've got little different brick texture. As you can see, I even do not try to make it more detailed. And yes, as you can see, I do not apply any textures to the trunks, to the leaves. I mean, it was completely the same. Don't get me wrong. The question is not. The question is not. Are you need to add it or not? One more time, as I told you in the beginning, I show you method. Of course, the deeper you'll dive into the creation, like detalization in a full 3D process, the better result you'll get. But even that would be enough, and that is exactly the point you have to explore and start use in your daily workflow. Because even if you do this picture as I just showed you during just 2 hours with all my talking, yeah, let's be honest, first 20 minutes that was just blah 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 blah, yeah, and if I will remove like cut out all the moments when I explain something and just keep them pure showing the tools or buttons I hit, it would be like a 40 minutes. Yeah, so in a 40 minutes we can get picture like that. Of course, with some render will takes, okay, 1 hour. Perfect. Now right now we live in the 2025 and we have powerful computer. You can buy it for a 2,000 euro, really powerful computer, or dollars, powerful computer, powerful enough to render this even faster than my computer. So that is not a big deal. Oh, I want to draw your attention to another fact. These plants has only one shader, but darker. Yeah, I made it darker. That's only difference. I forgot to do it in the picture I made. But our picture will be quite similar. Yeah. So then I decided to add some saturation to the bottom part, because here I have quite nice iterative leaves, but the grass looks a little boring. Yeah, so I add some tiny. I also add some vignette in the 3D. So even this picture even better. Yeah, even nicer than that one. Okay. Vignette, I want to show you something. In V-Ray we have amazing vignette. We can move it. We can make it bigger. We can make it smaller. We can do whatever you want with this. Yeah, and that is like one of possible answers why V-Ray. Yeah. Let me make it bigger. Yeah, like that. And let me make it no, it shouldn't be. I will keep the like 30%. Yeah, like that. That's all. Okay, so then I desaturated a little. I have no idea why. For now, I think it should be more saturated. It depends on the taste and depend on the mood. Curves. I made the center of the frame lighter because in my personal opinion, that was like too dark central area. I agree with this solution. Then I convert this picture. I'll do the same, duplicate. I will desaturate it. I will apply filter highlight pass, and I will do it quite like huge, like this, 161. So as you can see, picture the same. I can show it to you here. Normal, yeah. So that was like original one. That is what I just made, yeah. Quite the same. And I will apply a soft light with some intense of opacity. Why? Just to make it a little more, I don't know, sharp. Instead of sharp, I use this feature. Just a little. Okay. Saturate, color balance. And here I add some saturation. Have no idea why I remove it and then add it. That was my mood. Okay. What is this? Oh, that is quite amazing feature. I just want to show you. Okay. So, with this tool, I made the highlight over here. Let me show you how to do that. Control J, I will duplicate it. Control U, saturation, I will desaturate it, okay, and I will apply curves like that. Can I do it in a 3D? Unfortunately, exactly this tool, no. Just like that, it's quite fine. And I will match them. Merge layers, yes, and I will apply it as a soft light, as a screen, to show just brightest parts, yeah, just like that. And then I will blur it a little, blur, Gaussian blur, just Gaussian blur, just like that, to get something like glow, yeah, but not too intense, for example, like that. And then I have to apply color balance to this layer. And I will make it quite a lot of like yellow, maybe a little green. One more time, all depend on your taste. I'm showing you tool. How to use it, all up to you. For example, yellow, like that, okay? And then I will add there some mask, and I will invert it. Yeah, I will remove it, in fact, and then I will add some this effect somewhere. Let me keep 30%, a little bigger, and I will manually add that glare effect to them. Brightest to them to the edge, to the edges, I think. Actually, I want to add more saturation here. Maybe make it not so intense, but no. I will remove them in some places. Huh? Cool. Okay. Then I will. Oh, that is the saturation I add on top of this. Like I add some saturation areas just as a layer somewhere. Yeah. Maybe instead of this saturation, I can use this saturation. For example, right now, I'm not sure about good idea. Is it good idea to have such intense saturation over here? But over there, for example, I really like it. Yeah, just to highlight some areas to make them a little brighter. Maybe not so intense here also. So like that, like that. Then I saved this picture. I rendered this picture in a 5K. I saved this picture as a Control Alt Shift S as in a twice less resolution, like 2.5K, and then I uploaded it to the Magnific. Unfortunately, I think I removed it, and I can't show you all pictures we have here because most of them in NDA, so unfortunately. But I uploaded, and I upscale this picture twice to get a few different options, yeah, with the different settings. For example, over here, as you can see, I took the bottom part of the grass, yeah, over here. What is Magnific? Let me remind you, that is upscaler. So that is the feature which upscale my picture. So in fact, based on the their technology, they upscale it based on the real photos. So I'll get the same information, but little more, but based on the real photos. Yeah. And as you can see, my foreground grass looks completely the same, but detalization way higher, and even I can even upload there like a information without textures, and they will give me quite nice result. Okay, the next one is plants and some, I guess, some arcs. Yeah. Of course, as you can see, I used masks a lot also. Yeah. So I replaced arcs. I replaced these bushes, some plants here, but most of the building is the same. Yeah. As you can see, let me show you, and the top part. I do that especially to show you all the details. Yeah, but as you can see, that is not a pine tree. It looks like a leaf tree. So I decided to make another one, another upscale with prompt pine trees. So they turn all trees into pine trees. But anyway, I've got this. Yeah, I've got this plant, and I use it as a mesh, as you can see on the background. I even made it not so accurately. Of course, you can do it more accurate. One more time, guys. I show you method. You can do it. You can use it for the purposes you need, and that would be even better. I suppose it would be even better. Yeah. But that is the tool or feature that you have to use, definitely, for sure, because your competitors and other guys will do that, definitely. And I guess somewhere here I took the trunk of this plant. Yeah. So which is way better than in all others. One more time, guys. For real project, I would be a little more specific, of course. For example, here I forgot to add that trunk and this one. Yeah. So I can render mask and apply that only for the mask. Can you do that? Yes. Do you know how to do that? I suppose yes. If you're not so confident to how to create these kind of pictures, this like level of pictures, welcome to the render.camp. So that is the picture we've got. Of course, it can render a little longer, but welcome to the V-Ray. I will stop this render, but one more time, 14 minutes, and we've got this picture in a 2K, which is also not bad. Yeah, and it looks like it looks. And that is another answer why V-Ray, why not Corona? Because Corona will render this picture like a 4 times longer, like 5 times longer. And is it advantage of V-Ray? Yes, of course, definitely yes. So that is the thing. So the thing I want to share with you guys. Oh, render.camp works finally again. So we have professionalization course. What is this? That is the course for the advanced level artists who already work in 3D, who know how to create something, but not satisfied with their quality. If you feel that the guys next to you can do way better than you, and if you can't reach that quality you see on your page, that is the students' works. Welcome to the professionalization course from render.camp. Yes, guys, all the pictures you can see on that website, that is landing page, that is the students' works. Every single course we dedicate to all the most powerful and important techniques for the advanced level artists. Let me show you how everything goes. That is our schedule. We have, in fact, 8 weeks of education, and 5 of them, that is live lessons. Live lessons will start next Monday. Usually first 2 weeks, that is preparation, and we build interior scene. We have lessons how to do that. We have pre-recorded lessons. Also, yes, we have pre-recorded lessons and we have live lessons. What's the difference? In the pre-recorded lessons, we show you the whole, let's say, library of knowledge. In the live classes, I'll show you how to use that methodology in each particular case. Usually, during 5 weeks of live education, I take students' scenes, and 3 times a week I show how to use that methodology on their projects, on their educational projects. Yeah, 3 times a week. So every single course, that is 15 completely unique situations. First 3 weeks of live education, that is interior. Second, next 2, like week number 6 and weeks number 7, that is architectural visualization. So first week of live lessons, that is overcast lighting in 3 different render engines: V-Ray, Corona, and F-Storm. Of course, we focus mostly on Corona render, because Corona render in architectural visualization the most common tool. But it doesn't mean that I will show you everything in Corona. Every lesson, like Monday, Corona, Wednesday, V-Ray, Friday, F-Storm. But I show you methodology, which is way more important. Then on the second week of education, 4th week of the whole course, we switch to sunny summer day in interior. Then we move to the artificial light in the interior on the 3rd week of live lessons, or 5 weeks of whole course. 6th week of course, or 4th week of live lessons, that is sunny summer day in architecture in 3 render engines: Corona, V-Ray, and Storm. 7th week, specific lighting conditions in all 3 render engines, like night, overcast, sunset, all related, like everything on your scenes. What you'll choose, that the thing I'll show you. And of course, the most important thing, that is why education better, not better, why you have to join the course in general. Because and how to compare it with these live streams, for example, workshops. The difference is my navigation of you. So you take, every single student take their own project, and during the course they do work on that project, build modeling. I help you, and of course we have lessons, and we have support team, and we have feedback, daily video feedback to your scene, to every single student. How to model and how to scene set up, how to set up your scene based on your project. Then we move to the general feeling. We work with light and shadow composition. I show you all the tips and tricks, like technical and foundational, how to work with this area of knowledge. Then we move to the color composition. We not just finish pictures. We understanding how to build that quality pictures, because the most important thing that is upload to your brain simple and, like, let's say clear, sharp answer, how to act in each particular situation, how to do exactly, for example, how to do this main emotion and how to set up this brick, because that is completely two different things. Okay, so every single day on the course I will give you my personal feedback how to act in your particular case, moment where you are right now. Okay, from the very beginning, from the opening 3ds Max to the final post-production. So all the pictures you can see on the page, that is our students' projects, pictures, renders. And if your pictures not look like that, that is the last chance to join, because on Monday we will start this course. That is me, that is the pictures. Please read, of course, carefully all information here, because here is a little more detailed information. Here is the schedule. Here is the explanation and number of lessons. Actually, we have a little bit different number of lessons, because this landing we developed like 1 year ago. Right now we remove something, we add something new, so it's a little bit different, but main structure is the same. Live lessons, so that's what I told you. First week overcast lessons and many different pictures about it. Sunny day interior lighting and many pictures on that. Artificial interior lighting and many pictures about that. Sunny architecture and many pictures about that. And unique exterior lighting conditions, situations, many pictures about that. So that is completely full toolkit about architectural picture creation on the highest possible commercial level possible right now in the world, on the planet. So welcome. That is the software we will use in the course. 3ds Max, Corona, V-Ray, Storm, Photoshop, and some AI features. That is Magnifique, that is Stable Diffusion, that is, to be honest, quite often I add something, because depending on what will be released at the moment when I'll show it to you, the toolkit could be different. Of course, some plugins like a forest pack, like a prune scene, and many different. Marvelous Designer also, we have lessons about it. So yeah, that is completely full toolkit for the architectural visualization artist or designer or architect or 3D artist, depending on your goals, to create pictures. It sounds like a huge amount of knowledge, and that's true. That is huge amount of knowledge for literally any possible situation you can face. Is that important? Yes, definitely. Every day homework check and feedback, video feedback, troubleshooting if you'll face any problem, and we will text you. We will help you with text. We will help you with video feedback. If you will not deal with that, I will record for you specific video when I will help you to deal with exactly this situation. You will send me your scene and I will show you how to improve that moment what you face. So that is feedback of the different people who finished the course in the past. Unfortunately, here is not so many reviews, but we have way more on the main page over here. That is a real people with a real I don't know, with the real accounts, so you can check the people where they work, who they are. Well, sometimes I'm not sure I can show the phone number, but you can call and proof Instagram, social media. So that is the real people. We don't write the feedbacks. That's true. You can ask them. And if in case you'll finish course successfully, we will give you diploma with a unique number and with the unique information inside of your diploma, what exactly you finished. So welcome to the render.camp professional visualization course. That is the prices and that is the different plans we offer. Choose the best one for you, the best set of the lessons and set of the way to work with us, and join us today. And yeah, guys, if you will join us today using that link you just got in the chat, we will give you a little bit better price offer for participation in this course. Not so big, I have to be honest, but better than you can see on the display. Is it fair price? Actually, that is the price of 2 pictures you can do in our studio if you'll successfully finish course, and you will be like a good enough in this. So that is the for example Profi, for example this one, that is the price of 2 pictures you can finish after the course. Will we offer job to everyone who will finish? No, that's not true. We are not that company who promised that. But honestly, right now we have a less 3D artists than we need, and not only 3D artists. We also need art directors. We also need modelers. So if you want to work as a modeler, as a 3D artist, or even a project manager, we also are looking for project managers. You can join our team. In my personal opinion, math is perfect. So think you have just a couple of hours to apply, and tomorrow our manager will call you and offer join this course with this special price offer. So in fact, that's all. Thank you guys. I'm ready to answer some of your questions. I can't promise I will answer all, but I'll try to find all the best, the most interesting of them. I think in the real view with the bill. Oh, that is the what you want to ask me to make a video. That's not a big deal actually. Let me read. Okay, let me show you the final picture. It would be a little more interesting than our chat. No? Oh no, I have to show what I'm read. So yeah. I'm Daniel. I'm new student of the Pro Visualization. You and achieve. Let me make it a little bigger. Really difficult to read. file for each camera visualization. Hi Daniel, I'm a new student in your pro visualization. You and achieve file for each camera visualization, or you use to put other cameras in the same file and batch render. I look, a batch render, that is the tool. Sometimes we can render everything in one frame. For example, I will set up nice lighting from that direction. Can I make a few different shots for lighting from this direction in the same scene? Of course I can, but first you have to understand, we have to learn how to build at least one shot, yeah, and then we have to. So we shouldn't think about optimization and rendering many frames. We shouldn't multiply low quality work. We have to think how to make the best possible quality. Yeah. So we have to learn how to do one. If you can do 5 pictures in this scene, feel free to do that. But if in any case, like all the next pictures doesn't look amazing on the same highest possible quality, you have to know the way to do that to make your pictures in the best possible quality. So that's why if you need to build unique lighting for each particular frame, you have to know how to do that. If, one more time, if you can do everything in one scene, perfect to you. And also I work more with skyscrapers. I didn't find anything in the course of high skyscrapers. Can we talk some way? We have a few options. First of all, you can, right now we're doing experiment. So experiment. You can take your own picture project, and I will show you how to work with your own project, improving using AI, creating your own unique reference, using different AIs, and based on this, build your own project. So that is option number 1. Option number 2, you can take skyscrapers wherever you want in the websites with references. That is my advice to you. Yeah, it's better to take reference. Why? Because you will not take your already existed background of this project. You will clearly see the new experience. Is it better? In my personal opinion, that is a little bit better. Okay, during full course, your English will be better. No, the same terrible as now. Unfortunately, I'll be the same person. And yes, definitely my English is terrible. And that's all. That's everything I can say. But the good news, that is our course is not about English language. It's about picture creation. If for you, if you are interested in picture creation, that's to me. If you're interested to learn English a little more, you definitely have to find someone who can teach you or who can talk English better. So I don't want to offend you. That is like an honest answer. I think the best answer, the best idea, that is, you have to check the final renders of the students. I understand we are not only school in the world. Just compare final results of the student, not the teachers, not only mine pictures. Of course, mine pictures are good, but compare final students' results. If you like them, and go to the school where you like final results. That is important. Amazing. I'm excited to the course. Welcome. I'm absolutely open, and our team ready to join you. Amazing. It's extremely difficult to read comments because the screen is, your English is great. brother, no worries. I know that my English is terrible. I know that I have pure vocabulary, but anyway, I'm trying to deliver not English. I'm trying to deliver the picture ideas about picture creation, around picture creation. Okay. So, hi Daniel. Yeah, why don't you scrolling with mouse in Zoom to in and out? Oh, that is the technical thing. I do not use quite a lot because somebody can don't know that features. If not, if eyes, then people, then animals, then moving object, then object. Does glass differ? I'm not sure, Mohammed. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. What are you asking for? Because that is literally not question. I think maybe that is like that is your comment related to someone's comment. So I can't. Unfortunately, I can't answer to what you asked. Not if you add people from. So that is your conversation. Okay, cool. I'm happy that you help each other. I think people and animals, horse. Okay, so that is, I already answered. I have bought Black Friday package, and as an architecture student, you helped me a lot with my renders. I appreciate you, Matt and Daniel. Cool. Cool. I'm absolutely happy if you are happy. So that is the short answer why you can / have or can again join. Now you know the reason. Yeah, watching lessons, that's one thing, and doing with my navigation, that is the different thing. So that's my point where I think you can / have join render.camp professionalization course. So guys, that's all for today. If you have any questions about the course, feel free to apply, and guys will call you, or call if you agree, call, and or text if you agree, continue with text. And you may just ask any question. You can confirm, is it course suit you? Is it will be good enough for you? Are you ready for the course? You can just ask. If not, nobody will push you to the course. So if you have any question to me personally, write comment in the comment block. And that's all for today. See you in summer when we will finish professionalization course number 15. I will share with you our final results of every single day of education, and in our Instagram, so you will know what you lost. That's all for today. Thank you guys, and see you next time.